Welcome to episode 16. And today I am sharing that nobody is coming to save you, and this is a great thing. Now, on those days where life feels full and intense and challenging and all of that stuff, I think most of us might wish that somebody might come in and just suddenly sweep you up and fix everything. But actually, if we think about it, if you suddenly had no autonomy, no say, you didn't have to do anything, I think you probably get bored quite quickly. If you were only told what you could do, you'd be like, oh, no, I'd just rather it the other way and then just outsource some things. So we know this. Nobody is coming to save you. Nobody is coming to fix it all. Nobody cares more about you than you care about for yourself. So where do we go from here? Well, I think the fact that now we are in this period of adulting where essentially we can make up the rules is a great thing. It means that we can try new things. We can say yes. We can start new chapters. We can close chapters. We can decide where we live, what we do, what we eat, all of these things. And essentially do as we like. I remember that conversation so clearly when I was a teenager, when I was pushing boundaries all the time. And my parents used to say, listen, excuse me, my throat chakra is coming to life. They were like, when you have your own house and you make your own money, you can make up all these decisions by yourself. And I just remember feeling like, yes, I am ready for that moment. So firstly, I want you to really realize that you are the trusted adult here. And so if something is perpetually not working for you, you can change it. You don't have to wait for permission. You don't have to wait for, get somebody's approval. Essentially, you can make the moves. And I think sometimes we outsource all of that responsibility to other people. And yes, maybe when we make some moves, we might disappoint people or walk outside the line and do something different. But ultimately, let's follow our hearts and let's do the things that we want to do. The second thing I want to say is the success police do not come and check up on you. And so that means you are solely responsible for yourself. Nobody comes on December the 31st and goes, right, let's talk about your year. You did this well, you didn't do this so well, this happened, this didn't, you said you were going to do this. We all have the accountability for ourselves. And so we have to take that seriously. We don't have a teacher to come and tell us off, or we don't have to do things, just in case somebody spots us. We have to do that for ourselves. And that means taking full responsibility. And so from today, I would love you to, before we get into this, by the way, let me just share this one thing. Something I've been sharing with my clients a lot recently. And it's quite morbid. And I'm going to mention funerals. So if that's not for you, feel free to pause this video here. I was thinking the other day, who would be at my funeral and who I would want to be at my funeral and who I absolutely wouldn't want to be at my funeral. And I really hope that this moment is a long, long way into the distance. And I was thinking about the people that were important to me, the people that I would want to be affected by my death. And when it came down to it, on a day-to-day basis, even though, the wider circle, there would be people who'd be disappointed or sad or in grief, the amount of people that it would affect on a day-to-day basis wouldn't be that many. And so therefore, what I decided to do was to think about the areas of my life or the decisions of my life that I was not making because I was worried about what people would think. And it was only when I did this funeral exercise that I thought, listen, if you're not going to be at my funeral, if you're not going to be sad for my death, if you're not going to be in reverence in that situation, then why am I allowing you to have a front row seat and be the loudest voice in my decision making now? And that episode, that exercise has really helped me to get things into perspective. And that means for me is that I'm only now thinking about the people that matter. The other people who don't know me, who don't have an interaction with me on a day-to-day life, it's okay because they don't know me that well. They're not part of this situation. And so what I want you to do going forward right now is I want you to set a timeline for yourself. A timeline for you to study yourself and see how you're moving. What are you saying yes to? How are you operating? Are you naming and claiming what it is that you want? Are you making moves? When do you move forward and then when do you retreat back? How are you operating? What's your mindset like? Are you talking to yourself sweetly or are you saying it's never going to happen? I would love to know in this process. Remember, you have to go first. You have to name it. You have to claim it. It can be so easy to outsource that. Look, but somebody over there. It's like, no, bring it back to yourself. There's a beep from the horn out there, just confirming it all for you. If you haven't followed the Secret series, please do so, and do watch the full workshop, which is free and online now. And if you are ready to make some mega moves, send me a message and we can go from there. Let's have a chat and see what's possible.